sitting right now at 70. No, make that 67 degrees right here in Fort Dodge. Not quite 70. We were at 71 when we started the morning train earlier last hour, but we dropped a little bit. That's okay, though. We're going to rebound to a high today of 89 degrees with sunshine as our day goes on. Going to be a beautiful day. We'll hit that K97 weather a little bit. Well, speaking of beautiful, not so much so. My buddy Dougie Smith. Yeah, shake your head, man. You knew it was coming right out of the gate. My buddy Dougie Smith from ABATE of Iowa District 10 joining me this morning, not just on the airwaves of Iowa's favorite country, K97, on all of our audio streams, but look at right there, the most homely Santa Claus you will ever see in your life, looking at you on our video stream on our Facebook page, Iowa's favorite country, K97 on Facebook. Morning, Dougie.
Morning, homely Santa.
That's you and me both, man. I don't profess to be a Brad Pitt by any means, but you make me feel good about myself. What can I say?
Well, I'm glad I can do that for you.
Good to see you, my brother. I haven't talked to you since just before the Freedom Rally, because that was a big deal, of course. Great weather for the Freedom Rally. I know we had an enormous turnout. I couldn't make that because we had a celebration going on here and a couple other things. But
yeah, you could have left Jim by the wayside. Heck.
What yeah, because Jim can do it on his own. He usually does.
He's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, he's got it down to a science, man. He absolutely does. That's why he keeps putting on great shows, man. But putting on great freedom rallies too. Holy smoke! You had Eddie Montgomery up there. You had Granger Smith up there. You had some great entertainment going on.
Yeah, it was a good time, and everybody was well behaved. My job was, I wouldn't say easy, but it wasn't as stressful as some years.
It was a little smoother, huh?
Yeah, it was good. As warm as it was too, it was still a good rally. So,
any idea on the numbers, Doug? How many?
Right around 7,000.
Wow, no kidding. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. It was successful. So
fantastic, man. That's impressive. $7,000 or $7,000 after. Man, how many years? 35 years now, 34 years this has been going on?
36, I think.
36. Holy smoke, dude. I mean, that's pretty impressive. You still get 7,000 people after all that time. You know you're doing something right. So kudos, man. Kudos to the entire ABATE of Iowa organization for making it happen again.
It takes a lot of people, and it takes a lot of time, and it's good. So
absolutely. That's the big one every year for ABATE, and I know it's a lot of planning, a lot of organizing. A lot of getting the fine details in place because, as you said, ABATE polices themselves. You're the head of security, and ABATE polices themselves. And holy smoke, it's a tough thing sometimes. You had an easy year this past year, but you've had some years where it's a little more on the work side.
Yeah, there's been times where it's not been near as enjoyable as others.
That's a good way to put it. That's a politically correct way to put it. That's awesome.
And a lot of times, though, the clientele never see it.
Right.
It's my stress more so than somebody else's. But heck, we do it. We do it because we love it. We do it because we love our cause, and that is our biggest fundraiser for the year. So
absolutely. Well, Freedom Rally 2021 in the books. Now the sights have been turned to Freedom Rally 2022. However, there's a lot of things in between, like what's coming up this Saturday is the big Bikes for Tykes run that you do every year. Now, Bikes for Tykes, just so I can kind of set the stage for everybody, this is the thing that Alpha Media, ABATE of Iowa, other organizations do with Upper Des Moines Opportunity every year to make sure that every kid in our area has something for Christmas. And it's a bike, obviously, by the tree or under the tree. A lot of businesses, a lot of private individuals contribute to this to make this happen. It's successful every year. But this all really started with the ABATE of Iowa District 10 many years ago. And so that's why you continue with the Bikes for Tykes run every year to help generate funds to get more bikes. And I know you, along with some other ABATE District 10 members, go out and actually buy the bikes yourself that you raise the funds from. And that's a scary thought in and of itself, to see you out with a Santa hat on buying bikes. I mean, holy smoke, that'd make any kid run from the toy department.
Well, I don't necessarily wear a Santa hat.
Oh, thank the Lord.
However, I am getting gray enough.
You got her down, man. If I should just leave mine alone and let it do what it's going to do. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
However, I am a grandpa now, so.
I'm with you, man. There's nothing like it, is there? You think your kids are the greatest things on the planet, and they are. And then your grandkids come along and they really test that theory, don't they?
Well, you have to be thankful for your kids because without your kids, you wouldn't have the grandchildren.
Right.
So,
But
my daughter has blessed me with a beautiful little boy, and we just got back from Florida on Monday night from seeing him. So
I knew you were down there because when I messaged you about being on today, you're like, yeah, I'll be flying back in. So yeah, well, let's make this happen. But yeah, grandkids are something special, to say the very least.
So, and maybe he'll get one of these bikes one day, but he's going to have to move from Florida to Iowa. Because then I could see him every day, not in a picture.
I gotta say this about my new baby granddaughter. She's a little over 3 months now, and I'll be holding her, and she'll be looking at me like she's got that look on her face, thinking, "You're my grandpa, hon. Man, I got the short end of the stick on this one. I'm telling you." They're so much fun. They're so much fun.
Right.
Anyway, let's talk about Bikes for Tykes, Dougie, because the ride coming up this Saturday is again a big generator of funds for the Bikes for Tykes program that we do, distributing bikes in December.
I think last year we bought 10 bikes, so
it's pretty good.
So we generated around $800 or $900.
Now, was it last year? Because I'm broadcasting there again this year. I'll be starting to broadcast at about 10 o'clock in the morning. Going to be broadcasting until noon. Dougie's all frozen up there on our video stream if you're watching that. So
10 o'clock.
See, you're cutting out on me, Dougie. This happens every time you come on. Your system works good for. There you go. There, now you're moving. Now you're getting into some AC/DC or something, or that, or you're having a fit. One of the two. All frozen up again, man. All frozen up again. Anyway, was it last year or the year before? Because I broadcast here quite a few years for this. I think it was 2 years ago. We had over 130 riders, and I think we were pretty close last year as well. I mean, a lot of bike riders, a lot of riders come out, not just on the bikes, but in cars and in other vehicles and whatever it may be. And that's what we want to invite people to do.
Stop by and donate money. And that was nice too.
Yeah, I think that's when we started Amigos a couple of years ago. That was fantastic.
Right.
That was fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, and Doug, the one thing we want to
this year we're going to start at Fort Dodge Ford.
Right. Fort Dodge Ford Toyota. Matt and Abigail Johnson, Casey, the entire family over there. They've invited ABATE of Iowa District 10 to begin it all there. And we want to also let people know, Doug, you don't have to have a bike or ride a bike to be a part of this. Like you said, a couple of years ago and even last year, people stop by just to make donations because they want to make sure every kid has something for Christmas. And that we've seen a lot of people just ride their cars, man. I think last year, I think we saw even a side-by-side was going along, which is pretty cool. Get that thing out and let it run.
Hey, just bring what you got.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's all for the kids, so it doesn't matter what you're riding or what you're riding in.
No, we don't care how you get there or what you do, but just bring your checkbook too.
That's kind of a key element, right?
We're not proud.
No, not at all, man. Obviously, you've been a member for 30 plus years. There's no way we're proud as an organization. So
no, heck no.
So, Dougie, let's talk about the route because we got a good route for Bikes for Tykes.
Nobody gave me the route.
What?
Nobody gave me the route.
Is it your partner Deuce sitting right behind you there, like he usually is, working away on the computer?
No, this is too early for Deuce. He comes in at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna have to
asked him for the flyer on it, and he sent me the flyer, and the flyer has the starting and the ending,
but not the route.
Oh,
Deuce.
It won't be Deuce's fault. We've got a events coordinator, and that would be Amanda, and she probably should have gotten me the route. But
well, I'm going to say Deuce just because we got to blame something on him, right?
No, we can't do that. The big guy.
Hey, by the way, God bless him and Sally. They just had their anniversary the other day, and I don't know how many years. I don't remember how many it was, but happy anniversary to both of them. That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, that is neat. I can't believe she's put up with him that long.
Well, you said it. I was going to, but I don't have to because you did.
Well,
so
you were beating me up, so I guess I'll stand up for her there.
Well, let's just say that registration starts at what time on Saturday?
11 a.m.
Okay, and
to 1 p.m.
To 1 p.m. And then it's kickstands up from there. Although you can kind of take off whenever you want.
Right. Yeah, you can ride at your own pace, and then we'll have the route on sheets. So that'll be good.
Oh, yeah, that'll be very good. That way people know where they're going instead of just, oh, yeah,
Right.
let's just go for a ride.
Yep. And it's going to end up in Laverne at the Handlebar.
Great place, man. Great place.
They got great food.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, they do.
And so you know what I'll be doing at the end.
Yeah, probably working on your bike, that piece of junk that you got that's going to break down like it usually does.
Oh, man.
I'm kidding. You got a sweet ride. I say that out of jealousy.
I hear my phone ringing.
I say that out of jealousy, man, because your bike is better than mine. You got a sweet ride, is what you got. So
mine's older though,
but it's still nice.
Yeah, it's just a little ultra classic, you know.
Yeah, but it's still pretty, man, and that's the prettiest thing. I love it. That's what I love is the chrome.
That's my two favorite colors on a motorcycle.
Absolutely. That's why I got mine chromed as much as I can right now. Anyway, I'm looking to add some more, but yeah, I like the chrome aspect.
Mine's pretty much stock. I just bought it to ride. I didn't want to make a beautiful one. I had one where I put a bunch of money into it back in the early 2000s, and you know, that wasn't the best money spent. I would have done better in my retirement account.
Well, let's be honest, my man. Anything with the letters or the name HD on it is going to cost you a lot anyway. Now, that's what I ride, and I'm proud to say that, and I'm proud of the company, and I always will be. But don't kid yourself. HD usually means $100. You know,
there
for
you
everything
go.
you do.
and now it's plural, hundreds.
Isn't that the truth?
Kind of like buying a 2x4.
Although I think maybe Harley stuff is cheaper than that nowadays. But anyway.
Oh, well, they say lumber's going to start coming down, but
hope so.
I don't know. I want to build a garage in my backyard, but I'm too cheap to buy $10 2x4s.
Well, I don't blame you. And a lot of people wanting to do that kind of improvement to their existing establishments, homes, whatever. A lot of construction companies, man, it's expensive right now. But anyway, starts at 11 o'clock on Saturday from Fort Dodge Ford Toyota. And then you can take off whenever you want, but technically kickstands up at 1 o'clock. Going to end at the Handlebar in Laverne. Again, all for the kids of the area. Bikes for Tykes. Such a great thing every year. And kudos and thank you to you, ABATE of Iowa District 10, an organization I'm proud to be a member of, for doing this every year, because this really is a big fundraising generator for the Bikes for Tykes program that we have.
Yeah. And any money that we don't spend on bikes, we donate back to the program, the Bikes for Tykes program, so that you guys can buy accessories for. Because there's some that need like a kickstands or training wheels or something, helmets, whatever.
And along those lines, Doug, there's been a couple of years when we've had the quote unquote excess to where we've been able to buy helmets to go along with every bike, or some like knee pads, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So you're right. Getting those accessories, that just adds that much to
it. And if you can't afford to buy a bike, donate some accessories.
Right. Exactly.
And we're not asking for, our ride only costs $10 to be on it.
Right.
We'll take 20. I'm not saying we'll make change.
Let's just be honest. We're not going to have change. There's going to be no change.
Okay, there you go.
Because again, we're not proud, man.
No, I plan on donating my 20.
Absolutely, man. I'm not even riding. I'm going to donate my thing. That's just how it's going to go. So.
Yeah, we got some school stuff, so we're going to have to bail early on the ride. So.
Yeah, I hear you. Got a baby shower for my oldest daughter, about to have another grandchild. So.
Oh my.
Yeah. We got a bolt to ride over to Blairsburg after I'm done broadcasting for that. Looking forward to that as well. But
perfect.
Hey, it's coming up this Saturday, 11 to 1, Fort Dodge Ford Toyota. You want to make sure you're there. And as Dougie pointed out early in our discussion, even if you can't make it to ride, that's okay. Stop by with a donation of some kind, even just a few bucks, whatever it may be. It's all for the kids of our area to make sure everybody has something this Christmas, of course.
And if you don't want to get out of your car, drive up and say, flash that money, and we'll come out and get it.
Absolutely. Well, you can just sit in the comfort of your car and we'll run out and get it. Heck, even if I'm on the air, I'll come out and get it. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, you could even put them on the air, couldn't you?
You got that right, man. You better believe it. Well, and then they'll speed off and throw the money out the window. That's what they'll do. Hey, Dougie, I kid you a lot, my brother, because, well, look at you. And there's a reason why. No,
I
I kid you a lot, my brother, but I love you. It's
love
always
you
good
too,
to
and
see
I like giving you a hard time.
it's always a mutual thing. Everybody expects this between us when we get together. You know it.
We got to do this more often, just cause.
Because we were talking about it, and then you had a grandchild, and I got a grandchild, and time got away from us. We were talking about doing a monthly gig. We need to get.
Well, we got to do next month because next month's the toy run.
Yep. Santa in September. That's next month. You better believe it.
That's the 18th of September. So you and I got to get together the week before there a couple of times, maybe. Who knows?
Yep. We'll do it. We'll do it a couple of times. We'll do it the week before and the week of. We'll make it happen.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, my brother. I will see you Saturday. Have a fantastic day.
You also.
Thanks, my man.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Dougie Smith, my good friend from ABATE of Iowa District 10. Again, it's coming up this Saturday. It is the Bikes for Tykes Run. Again, if you can't make it, hey, just make a donation of some kind. It's all for the kids in our area. It all stays right here in our area to make sure as many of our kids that wouldn't normally have something for Christmas absolutely have something. And it's a bike, of course, which is a very, very big deal for a child. Think about the first bike that you got for Christmas and how that made you feel. So pass that feeling along as best as you can. Again, any kind of contribution of any kind is greatly appreciated. Again, this Saturday starting at 11 o'clock at Fort Dodge Ford Toyota. Big thanks, by the way, to the entire Johnson family, the entire Fort Dodge Ford Toyota team for allowing us to do that there this Saturday as well. Coming up in just a few minutes, we got some birthdays on the way, so you stay right here on the morning train. It's only on K97.